live.
Hello.
Hi.
What up, people?
Hey, Dark
Welcome to Brendan Talks. This time, shot from my room.
Yep, we're on Becca Better Budgets tonight.
Slightly better budget.
Ooh. Hello, you.
So, I don't know if you guys can tell, but we're doing kind of like a Halloween theme in a way. I know it's like just like very little differences in how we're dressed up right now, but yeah. Welcome to the show. How are you doing, Alice?
Yeah, I'm doing good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good. And how's the dragon doing, Linda?
No, I'm fine. This thing is like, oh my gosh, it's pushing on my glasses.
Yeah.
So you'll be seeing this for about 2 minutes, and it's like, hello, I'm here. I can't do it. I can't wear a costume.
That's okay. I'm gonna probably put my glasses on here in a minute myself because I can't really. I'm very like, what's all that saying? Yeah. But yeah, just the regular Positively Brendan. I don't really have a lot of news other than what's going on this week with events and stuff. So like tomorrow's Halloween. So the Be Brendan Brave is Halloween themed. So if anyone has anything Halloween, anything at all, just go ahead and, find wherever I made the post. Oh, where'd she go?
Is she gone?
I'm in there. Okay. Right, thanks. Kick me out now. I don't know what. Look, I said we're on Better Budget Becca tonight. Yes, we are on Better Budget Becca because Linda Low Budget is not cool, is not working at all today. It's just not.
I was like so confused. Okay. This is also the first time I've worked with StreamYard, so like this is all a very new learning experience for me. But
gotta go.
Yeah, so hi everyone in the chat. I know Linda says hi to everybody, but like
Dark Side, messaging,
yeah.
Catnet, Millbilly.
Yeah, we are letting Becca.
She didn't finish it. She froze. Yeah, I guess I'm ready for the show right now. Yeah. So yeah, like I said, tomorrow's Halloween. So Be Brendan Brave is a Halloween theme. So anything Halloween posted, go ahead and do that.
Becca bigger budgets today because Linda Low Budget just getting me out of it. I'm not kidding. Sorry, everybody. Please just excuse Linda Low Budget's really on a real low penny budget tonight. I did it again. Oh, did I freeze? No.
No, you're good.
No, you're all right. You're all right.
I want to get a freeze face.
For now, you're all right.
But yeah, and oh, if you guys still did any pumpkin stuff, I still have that event going on.
So we're freezing.
Oh, you're freezing?
No, I am freezing. My thing is freezing. The whole you keep freezing. It's like I don't know when to talk. So you guys, I'm gonna really look ridiculous tonight. I guess I should add a drink for this one, but stay sober when you're operating equipment. I don't know what to tell you. Anyway,
you're not freezing for us.
See,
you're doing
there we go again.
Oh, there she goes. Now she's freezing.
There she goes.
Oh, okay. Well, so
I've seen the pumpkins that you did. They were brilliant. They were good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I still have 2 more to do. I was gonna paint them, but Linda, did you do any pumpkins?
No, And I looked at these pumpkins, and they looked like they were already done. they were really bad. I don't know if they didn't go right or somebody got good ones. I didn't get one, so no, I didn't do the pumpkin thing. But I did have a sandwich. Did you see that I had
right. Yeah, I did. That was pretty awesome.
Yes, I did, and sent Brendan a letter. So, you know, yeah, I'm sorry, Brendan. No pumpkin carving for me.
That's okay. I know a lot of people overseas don't really do that either. So did you, Alice, or
what was that? Sorry.
Did you carve any pumpkins this year?
No, I've not managed to carve any pumpkins this year. No. Yeah, as I says, with we've got a competition going on in Pennycook now because you can't go trick or treating and you can't go to people's houses for parties or anything. So they're having a competition for the best dressed garden or house window or something like that for Halloween. So a lot of the pumpkins and stuff like that were gone.
Yeah. That's kind of like, I don't think a lot of people are going to trick or treat here either right now with everything, which is probably for the best, but it's still kind of a bummer. So
yeah, definitely. I mean, here a lot of people have Halloween parties and things like that where you can look for apples, bob for apples and things like that and have wee treasure hunts and things, you know, but you can't do that because you're not allowed to. They know we're in lockdown, so, which is a pity.
Yeah. Well, somebody was making comments. Oh, there she goes. Okay. Somebody was making comments in the chat about the pumpkin stuff. Yeah, and it doesn't have to be a pumpkin. It's whatever you guys want to try to do as far as that stuff goes. I know, like, Michelle Vernon, she actually did nails.
Yeah, like, I seen them. Nails. They were really cool.
Yeah, those were really pretty. But yeah.
She says, she says, we don't do that in Australia. So, you know, she goes, I'm a nail tech, so I'll do nails, you know. So I'm like, hey, cool. You know what I mean? That's a cool idea. I've seen them. They were pretty cool, you know. They were really cool. So I got to take this stuff down. I just can't. It's all up in my head. It's driving me crazy, dude. I'll put the mask up there, but I can't have the mask and that other thing on my head, my hair up there. So, hey, guys, quick change McGraw here.
There you go.
I don't care. I'm not on here for me anyway. I don't give a crap. I'm on here for Brendan. So it don't matter what I look like. We can just do this here. Here we go. There we go. Hey, I can talk just like that because it's all about Brendan. You know what I mean? So Brendan's favorite holiday is Halloween, huh?
It's not his favorite holiday. No, I think he likes Halloween. I think his favorite holiday is 4th of July.
She's gone again.
Yep, she's gone.
I'm going to keep that up there so you can't see if I disappear and if I got one of them freeze faces. Hi, Ripper. Hi, Rhonda. Hi, Catnip. Hi, Paul. Hi, Michelle. I don't recall. Dark Side of the Moon. Mystic Jinx. Kelly. Millbilly. Where is it? Millbilly. I thought I said, Paul Ward. Oh, Barbara Ellen. Hello. There. Did the list. I got to do it every time. I got to say hi to everybody.
She did the list. Okay. I'm really bad at this stuff. I'm sorry.
Why? You just do it. You take over. I go, okay. Hi, everybody. How you doing? Hi, Becca. How are you tonight?
Hi. I'm great.
Hi, Alice. How are you tonight?
I'm great. Thank you. How are you?
There we go.
Becca, what did you do this week? That's what I do. See? That's it. 3 questions. We get it done. Did you say Brendan, the new Brendan thing? You look beautiful, by the way, you guys. You look really good.
Thank you.
Becca, you look beautiful. Way better than Carol Baskin.
Yeah, I was going for the goal of it, but I was trying to do a little bit better. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah. Like I said, Ripper said he's going to be a wolf, and I said he'll Ripper the big bad wolf. He'll come and blow your case apart. Blow the case apart. So anyway,
Oh, he's going to rip that apart. He's going to rip that apart. He's done brilliant so far. So
right, exactly. Oh, Barb says because of the fireworks, he likes. It must be 4th of July.
Yeah, I was thinking that's what it was, but I wasn't sure.
Mm-hmm.
I think he also enjoys like the idea of hanging out with family and like cookouts and stuff. But
yeah. Well, soon, very, very soon. I hope he gets to go spend all the time he needs with his family and celebrate every holiday. Believe me, that's a prayer of mine every single day.
If he likes fireworks and things like that, he should come when all this COVID business and everything's over with. He should come to Scotland and come to the Edinburgh Festival, or come for the New Year, because the fireworks displays are absolutely fantastic both daytimes of the year. So he would love the fireworks display that goes on, because it's above the castle. It's above Edinburgh Castle, and they all go off. And at the New Year, they've got, it's like a firework, but it's like a fountain, like a water fountain, and it goes down the front of the castle, and then all the fireworks go off above it and everything, and it's absolutely stunning. So he come to Scotland for that. I think he'd enjoy that.
Yeah. I would enjoy that, because like where I live, we don't usually do a lot of fireworks because of the forest fires and stuff. So
wow,
right.
I think that would be really cool to go there and see fireworks over a castle like that.
Oh, that'd be great. And hey, you know what? Look I'm a dragon. It could be in a castle. A castle. Yeah.
You scared us. Oh my gosh.
Did I scare you?
Yeah.
The little girl that I babysit gave me this to use. And because I didn't know it, because I'm doing like, the cracked face or a bullet in the head or something tomorrow, for all the lives that I'm on. So, I thought, well, it was something really easy, please, because I was with you all night, and I never sleep well on Thursday nights. I shouldn't have school on Friday. I don't sleep well. So she gave that to me, and I said, perfect. That is perfect. I will use it.
Yeah, that is cool. I know tomorrow we're having a little costume party again live.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5 o'clock your time, Linda?
5 o'clock Central.
Yeah.
And and you're welcome to join. Come on and just chat, talk. Oh, sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, I'm gonna be dressing up as something different. But yeah, if anyone is gonna be dressed up and they want to pop on and say hi and wish Brendan a happy Halloween or give him some sort of well wish or something like that,
Always well. Yeah.
Yep. The more the merrier.
I got to see. Did anybody join that the online Laura Knight Rider and Stephen Drizzen and Mark George and Louise? There was a few people on there, and they were talking today in London. Did you see that?
No, I didn't catch it.
It was really good. And I was the first one to put hashtag free Brendan Dassey. And Laura Knight Rider goes, oh, I love that free Brendan Dassey stuff. And I was like, oh, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's the same old story. It was the same old thing. No, I'm not saying, same old like it's dull or anything, but it's, nothing new.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I understand. Yeah, right. I had a work meeting, so I couldn't go to it, but
yeah. Well, yeah, it was really interesting. I really, really did like it. And it was the first thing it's the first time I've ever seen them, when they did a question answer thing. So it was really, really cool. I liked it.
Well,
and I know people here joined.
Was there any interesting questions that they did, or?
My question was, they chose not to answer. And actually, I think it was because of the way I worded it. But what I wanted to know was, when the evidence doesn't meet the words and there is no DNA or any evidence at all, and it's just words, why is it so strong of a conviction? Because to me, because the thing was evidence is important. That was the whole thing. So to me, if the words don't meet the evidence, then it shouldn't be accepted. You know what I mean? Because how can that happen? Okay, for one, and that's what I wanted to know, and they didn't answer that. But it's it's really basically kind of, that's the big question for everybody. Why does it stick? You know what I mean? And then my other, what I didn't get to write down there, but I wanted to so badly, was, and if there was, because in the seventh court, they asked, was there any evidence from anything? Did they find any evidence? Well, they said, yes, a bullet. Well, if yes, a bullet was it, well, then why can't he take the bullet and test it? It's new DNA evidence, and that doesn't make sense to me. So I don't know how that works.
That is a good point.
Yeah, so take that bullet, man, because there's nothing but wood chips in it, and you'll get help. That's what I'm thinking. If it was that simple, I'm sure that those brilliant lawyers would have thought of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But them are the questions that I'd like to know. I would like to have answered is, why do they find that a confession is stronger than DNA evidence or evidence to link the words? I don't understand that. It makes no sense to me. So
yeah,
I was wishing they
did they mention anything about any more court appeals or anything like that?
No, Governor Evers. I did ask what Steve and Laura thought as a Brendan supporter, what we could do more to be a louder voice for Brendan. And they just keep talking about him, keep, emailing him. And I said, well, I email and I do that already. So, but just keep on doing it, find different ways. Like Michelle Vernon said last week is a cool new way. I started doing it and then she said it. And apparently she's turned 3 people over to believing, the facts, which is he's innocent. So that's really cool. If you ask,
really good at that.
Yeah, I don't get no responses. I don't get no trolls. I don't get nothing like that. Nobody.
See, that's what I always get the trolls. Like even like an hour ago, I was, because every time Evers posts something, I do either just a straight up, free Brendan Dassey hashtag, bring him home, whatever. Or sometimes I try to like think of something that goes along with what he posted. But like every time I do, I always get somebody who like really, really mean. Like really mean. Like
well, then first of all, back up your attitude, buddy. It ain't you and me.
Yeah, I'm just saying, an hour ago, somebody was like, "Oh well, blah blah blah, whatever. Why don't you go lay down next to your food dish or something like that?" And I was like, "No."
Did you just lose yours? Did you lose your dish? Sorry, nobody's feeding you tonight, hungry tiger. Get away.
Yeah. I was just kind of like, dang, y'all are mean. Like, I didn't even do anything. Halfway mean, and it's like, wow, who hurt you?
Yeah. Well, some people are just paid trolls.
Somebody that's not with the time that's all.
Yeah.
No, but she's so good at it though, because even then she comments like underneath that guy, like a really nice response. And I'm just kind of like still stuck on the dang, this guy's an asshole. Like, like I don't know how to respond to that without being an asshole back. Like being all like, you like, no, but like you can't be like that, because you have to be professional, I guess. We're representing Brendan, but it's hard when they come at you like that.
Yeah, she says she gives them links. She's rather than argue with them, just throw them a link.
It certainly is.
That's really the only thing you can do.
It certainly is hard not to make that.
And,
it really is.
And right now, at this point, Stephen and Brendan are kidnapped political prisoners, if you ask me. It has nothing to do with any of that. It's went so far and it's so far deep into the state that it becomes so political. You know what I mean? And that's always hard to fight.
They've dug themselves a hole so fucking big that they can't dig themselves out of it quick enough, because lots of things are coming out onto, like, i.e. for instance the video Jerry and Stephen in that room that Kratz posted. You know what I mean? That should never have happened. So there's stuff like that that's constantly coming out. You know what I mean? That's why I don't understand why half these people still say that Brendan's innocent. Have you watched that freaking interview? You know what I mean? Have you watched that interview? Because if you've not watched that interview, then
don't talk
you're
to me.
talking pish.
Yeah, because
You know what I
honestly, I don't think all of us people all around the world are going to have the same train of thought about a documentary. Okay, well, the documentary or docu-series or whatever, that little cult they call us,
Yeah.
all that dude.
We were all duped by a documentary.
Yeah. Wait a minute, this is going on, this is happening, this happened, and I live right next door to this place, like 3 hours away. Are you kidding me? Yeah. So that's what made, I think, all of us who have watched that show, who do this, dive into that. Do you know what I mean? Every single one of us got mad, blew a nut every which way there is, and thought, this cannot be going on. This is old, or they're out of prison by now, or whatever. And then you find out that they're not, and you're like, there's something wrong here. Then you can't help it, because once I know Stephen Drizzen and Laura Nyrayer said that Brendan, especially for Laura, changed her life. Okay.
Right.
Well, Brendan changed my life. He changed yours. He changed yours. He changed those people in the chat. Because once you feel the passion to do the right thing or get the right thing done, it doesn't leave. It doesn't leave just Brendan. It's just that I don't have time to dedicate to everybody else, So I spend time dedicating to Brendan and Stephen, you know what I mean? So just like you guys, and then there's a Tiger King. There's all kinds of cases out here, but nothing hit my heart ever before in my life like Brendan did. And when that hit my heart, it changed my world, because I would never, I'm telling you what, if you guys knew my life before this, you'd go, that woman is doing what? There's no way that you would ever think that I would be sitting here supporting and learning things about the law and all that. How about you, Alice? What? Yeah. I know, I'm funny. Good for a laugh here. Anyway, I don't know what you heard or what you didn't hear, but Alice, I want to know how you felt and how you got into it.
Well, I mean, I'm just watching my true crime. I actually watched When They See Us. I watched that first, and that was a good ending. They got freed and everything like that, and then they're making the murderer sign come up. And at first I thought it was, I didn't think it was a documentary. I thought it was one of the ones, it's a piss take sort of thing. They're going to pretend they're going to be. So I went on, I watched it, and when I seen the first 3 episodes, I was like, no way in hell has these two done anything,
Right.
And the more I watched Brendan, the more and more I was shocked. I was shocked. For the simple fact is what that Wayne went through, it would never happen here in the UK.
Right.
It just wouldn't. He wouldn't be in that room on his own.
Yeah.
With 2 highly skilled investigators, especially with a language difficulty.
Right.
He would have had a social worker,
it's
a
legal.
parent, or if he didn't have any one of them, then a police advocate would be in that room with Brendan, so that stuff wouldn't happen. And I think that's why it shocked me so much that it actually happened to Brendan, is because it's never heard of here.
Right. Well,
never.
There's 23 states, I guess, that, well, according to Laura Nyrayer, 23 states that need to adopt that videotaping, not allowed to take a kid out of school, and not allowed to interrogate them without a lawyer or a parent. There's 23 states in the United States that do not have that law. So there's 23 states that can have Brendans filled prisons with Brendans, and that's a very, very sad thought. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
My view on that, in my opinion, I honestly think that across the board in the United States, there should not be anybody under the age of 19 years old in an interrogation room, took out of school without the parents or a lawyer. It should just absolutely never happen. And that's just how I feel. I mean, I'm a state that we don't do that, but Wisconsin right next door does it. And, you know, maybe I don't know how many other states, you know, I don't know what ones do that, but in your country across the board, they don't allow it, right? It doesn't matter what part of the country you're in, you just don't have it. Right.
No. It doesn't matter whether you're in Scotland, England, Ireland, or Wales, in the UK. That would not happen. It just wouldn't happen. And not even that, it's the fact of the school as well. The teachers would not let the police come and take that kid out of school without phoning the parents first and telling the parents.
Right. See, that's it. That
it's as simple as that. Or they would be right on the phone to the parents saying.
I think that laws work better if they're all across the board the same. I mean, like if every state had the same laws, it would be much easier to have less wrongful convictions. You know, probably I'm just thinking if every state worked as a team on this kind of thing, it would work, you know, because I know, you know, I don't think, well, UK is a big place, you know, but there's London, there's whatever. They don't have, I mean, it's the same for them too. So every country, right.
I mean, don't get me wrong, we have got different laws, like there's different laws in Scotland than there is in England, like London and Liverpool and all that. There is different laws on like custody cases and things like that, you know, there's a slight different rule down there than it is up here. But when it comes to kids being interviewed, interrogated, or anything like that with police, there is always somebody there with that child. Whether, as I say, it's a social worker, a teacher, a police advocate, or a parent. They just would not be left in a room like that with two investigators like that. No way at all. So when I looked into it and found out that Brendan was still in the jail, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. You know what I mean? You have really got to be pulling my leg, you know what I mean? And I looked in there, and the more I looked into it, I fell right down the rabbit hole. Alice and Manland, definitely. I fell right down that hole. You know what I mean? Right down the Manland hole.
Yeah, that is no lie. I mean, like I said, I gave up my research like over a year ago, but I was diving deep with all you guys too, you know, and there's 2 RAVs or there's this, there's that. And I just simplified it all, you know. I mean, for me, 1 RAV, they only needed her DNA. You know, they only needed things of Teresa's. So to me, all this other switch swap and stuff, I don't know if it happened. I wasn't there. It could have, and it very well could be there's that many or whatever. But for me, I try to simplify it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it doesn't look like something that was well planned. To me, it looks like something that came across.
It's not even.
I think they actually.
It's not even that.
You know, I think they use West Road as a cleanup, and the dogs, you know, to come back and say, well, you still got some DNA there, so you better hurry up and clean up the rest. I mean, I got weird thoughts about that stuff too. But the laws itself, wrongfully convicted once, home 2 years. Your lawyers that are working on this wrongful conviction doesn't see that this is wrong. I mean, they don't say, whoa, wait a minute. Now the guy was innocent first time, but now he did this. They just back off of him. I don't understand any of that. So to me, that's political. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm speculating like everybody else. But as you being in Scotland, and I know you know, I always go, why would somebody from far away, you know, be so into it? But you know, it really is a good thing that people across the world see this as wrong, because then they don't just think it's a bunch of American, you know, cult members drinking somebody's Kool-Aid, you know, or whatever else they say about us, you know. So do you have a lot of support? I mean, I know a lot of well, quite a few Scottish people, but do you have like in your area where you live, do you have like a rally for Brendan, or tell me what you do? Nothing?
No. No, I didn't know anything about it until 2019.
Okay.
And I was actually off work. I was off sick with work, so I was stuck in the house. Didn't have much to do, and then lockdown happened. So it was just things to watch, and I just stumbled across it, as I say, because I seen When They See Us First, and I quite enjoyed that. I thought, oh, that's brilliant, they got out, and I thought the exact same would happen with Stephen. And when I seen Stephen getting out, and I was like, that's brilliant. Oh, he's going to have so many plans. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. You know? And then it went on, and then 2 years later, they're turning around and saying that he's murdering a photographer. Where's the motive? You know what I mean? There is no motive. She'd been out there, 5 times before that? But then he just all of a sudden decided to snap. And I get his nephew involved in this and all. Right off, you know what I mean? I'm trying to behave myself, Becky. I'm trying.
Oh, you don't have to worry about it because I do.
But yeah, I mean, I was screaming at my telly. I was actually screaming at my telly. You have got to be fucking kidding me that this is still going on and this is still happening. And then I think it was Rubber Ducky I started following first with the videos. And then from there, I got on Ericozy. And ever since then, I was hooked. Absolutely hooked. And I've looked in more and more yet. And then, don't get me wrong, I mean, at the beginning, I thought, where was his family? You know what I mean? Where was his family? If I was his mom, I would have been doing this, and I would have been doing that, and I would have done this, and I would have done that. You know what I mean? At the beginning and everything like that.
And then
but see, when I seen, I think it was at Brendan's trial, and Mark Wiegert was on the stand, and he was saying, somebody had asked him about why was Barb not in that room with Brendan. And they turned around and they said, oh, well, we offered her. But she refused. She says, no, it's all right, on you go. I was like, that's a load of bollocks. You know what I mean? There is no way. I'm a mother. I went, and there's no way that Barb would have let that happen to her son. But it wasn't that. It was the camera had turned round to Barb at this time.
You could just see,
you know what I mean? And the look on that woman's face. She just, when he said that, oh no, she refused to come in. The camera was on Barb at the time, and she went, you fucking liars, you know? And that was when I was like, right, there is no way, and that was it, you know what I mean? And then I was like, right, they've done stuff to that family that nobody will comprehend. You know what I mean? Nobody can comprehend.
No,
so if anybody and everybody, like average Joes like us, can get Brendan's name. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Stephen, all my hopes and all my prayers and everything like that are with Stephen, and I want Stephen to get out. But right now, we're at a standstill with Stephen because we're waiting for this bloody court of appeals. I wish
he's got an ongoing court. Yeah, he has ongoing court. Brendan is
exactly. So now it's time to get Brendan's name out there. And it's time to start shouting and screaming about what's happened to Brendan. And if it means that I can come on places like this, for way across the other side of the pond, and just voice my opinions and voice my shock and my disdain and everything like that, then so be it. Then that's what I'm going to do. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm never going on YouTube, you know what I mean? But I'm here, and that's it, you know what I mean? And I'll do everything in my power to help. You know what I mean? Whether I'm across the pond or no, because a lot of my family are like, are you still talking about that bloody making a murderer? I'm like, don't you trust my murder friends, I'll tell you.
My MFers, my murder friends.
Aye. So They think I'm nuts because every time they see me, and I'm like, "Have you watched Make the Murderer yet?" No. Well, why not? You know.
Yeah, then don't put me down if you don't know what it is. You know what I mean? And when Laura was talking about Brendan's confession, which I cannot watch anymore,
No.
it totally tears me up.
Oh, she's gone again. No, that's like me. I must admit, I have not watched the full interrogation. I haven't watched the full interrogation. I've watched what was on Mam, and that was enough. That was enough. Because coming from Glasgow, I know how police work. You know what I mean? Well, they used to work. So I know you don't trust them. You just don't. No matter where you are, you know what I mean? You've got shady police, we've got shady police. It's as simple as that. But it's not as in your face here is what it is over there.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think that's why it was more shocking as well.
Yeah. And
that I didn't believe that it couldn't happen with the police because the police could fucking do anything they want, basically. You know what I mean? And get away with it like they've done. But that's what's good about this is that there's too many of us now that have got our eyes on it.
Yeah.
And that are opening our eyes to it.
Yep,
you know what I mean? And they can't hide anymore. They can't hide anymore because there's too many eyes on it now. Too many eyes.
And it's a political thing now. It's just got way beyond the wrong. They should have did something. And first of all, you all know, if you know me, you know my view about Brendan. They should have never. Kratz should have said, no, don't even touch this. Leave it alone. Get him out. Send that kid home. Should have did that.
That shouldn't have even got to court. It shouldn't have even got as far as it went.
No, but they wanted to get Stephen no matter what. And they tortured I don't know for fact. I've never asked. I would never ask. I don't know any of these things for fact. It is my speculation. But I believe the whole family was prodded and taunted and, you know what I mean? And told lies and this one's telling you this, probably used each other against each other from what it looks like. I don't know any of these things, but I do know that one wrongful conviction is bad for that person, that person's family, that person's friends, that person's neighborhood, that person's community, because there's no
domino effect.
It's
a domino effect.
Everybody always goes, well, that's just one conviction. Look, try 2,700 of them, okay? Try like 3% of 10 out of 10 convictions. 3% of them are wrongful, okay? I mean, try like 27,000 hours in jail. That is crazy, okay? I mean, you think about that. For me, 1 minute you didn't do something wrong, you should be out. But our laws do not help those that are in. What they do is help put you there and keep you there. They don't have good ways to let you out. That's what we need to change.
I mean, here, if I remember right, our life sentence is something like 25 years.
Yeah, that's life sentence 25 years, I think. Yeah.
But yous have got like just take Daniel Holtzclaw for instance. 262 years, 263 years.
Yeah.
What? Are you having a laugh?
Now, see, that's another thing. It's the wrongful convictions. It's usually I'm guessing or whatever, but from what I've seen, I should say, it's the prosecuting side that either doesn't want to let you test things like, West Memphis 3, prosecutor said, well, if we get some DNA and a new way to test it, well, then we'll do that. Okay. But yet he's not doing that now, So there's a reason why after a while that it becomes a problem for those in the offices. I think there's something there with the people in the offices. No, that's just a wild guess too. What do you want?
I think it's that they just don't want to admit that they got things wrong.
Right.
They don't want to put their hands up and go, oh no, we've done it again. I'm sorry, but we've done it again. There is no way that they want to face that.
Right.
They do not want to face that. They certainly don't. The state doesn't want to do it. The police don't want to do it. They don't want to put their horn up and say, we got it wrong again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Look at Carol B. Becca. I just noticed that. I'm sorry. I know we're into having discussion, but that's funny. That's funny,
It's
Becca.
brilliant. It's brilliant.
So,
I mean, I've got to laugh when like these guilters and that say that we were all duped by a documentary and everything like that. No,
yeah.
We watched the documentary and then we looked into it. Right. It's as simple as that. And that's maybe what you should go and do. You know what I mean? Open your eyes, have an open mind, go and look at the evidence that's out there, and you can see that none of the two guys had anything to do with that. Not at all.
Yeah. Oh, Becca, you're gonna have to take over. My dog is like really going crazy.
What?
Body. I gotta take my dog out, so you're gonna have to take over talking. I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh,
my dog out. But I love the Carol B. Becca.
Like, oh no, panicking. Okay. Yeah. I was paying attention.
What got you on it to begin with, Becca? What did you watch it, or were you told about it, or?
Yeah, I watched Making a Murder, and yeah, I guess I've never done anything like this before, so or anything that I've been doing for anything else. So yeah, I guess it did change my life like that. And I don't know, you kind of like, what can you do to help? And you just kind of like try to do what you can do, you know?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, I'm just nobody in Arizona. I'm not even in the same state. So it's kind of like, well, what can I do from here to help this situation, you know? So, and then you just kind of snowballed into this. So,
yeah,
that's...
You fell into the man wonderland.
Huh?
You fell into the man wonderland.
Yeah, I just, I did get involved, though, pretty soon after the documentary came out. So,
right.
Yeah, I guess I've been around for a long time, but yeah, no, it's just every day it's just wake up and think, what can you do today that will help or make a difference, or
Right.
And then
what was it about Brendan's interview that, you know, caught you, that you went, oh my God?
Yeah.
For me, it was when he asked if he was going to be, after telling them everything that he just told them, asking them if he was going to be done because he had a project to get in for the 6th hour. That just broke my heart. That just broke my heart. You've told them all this terrible stuff. You've obviously not understood what you've just done and what you've just said, and you're asking if you can go back to school to hand in a school project. And people think this boy's guilty.
Yeah. Well, that's what, for me, it was that moment where you just kind of realize that he didn't really know really what was going on as far as that kind of stuff goes. So, like, that's I think that did everybody. And I don't have kids or anything like that, so I didn't really have a person, like, because I know, like, a lot of people say, like, oh, I saw my son, or I saw my daughter, or I saw, you know, this person in his spot. And it's like, I didn't really see that. I just saw this kid who was basically, like, getting screwed over by this system that's supposed to protect us. And I think that's what it was, just like, I don't know. I just, this anger of, like, how dare you do that to this kid? And that's where I think it started for me, was like you said at the end there, when he kind of realized, like, oh shit, like, this is really, like, serious stuff, and then, you know, they're just like trying to explain to him on that level of like, you're not going home. Like, that's what really really hit it for me.
Story
And
of his life ever.
yeah, and then just to like look at them and then just be like, wow, you guys are monsters. Like, you guys literally just sat there and like let this kid do this to himself. You knew he didn't. You knew he was innocent. Like, and you let him do this.
Yep.
It's the fact that Aspender sat on that TV show and said, or what was it he said along the line, I'm not there to assess his IQ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What? Are you fucking kidding me?
You're an adult.
He's a child. Anybody could see that he didn't understand what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
See, that's what I mean. Like, that's where I think it's just like what can we do to help him? And then what can we do to make sure this never happens again?
Right. And now me and Becca are like, how can we make Brendan feel more comfortable, happy, and supported while he's there?
Yeah.
Will we go and try to be a louder voice out here with supporters? That's what Brendan Talks is all about. That's what the Discord is all about, to make Brendan's life a little better and to give awareness, because everything is there about Brendan. Every single thing that they have out about Brendan, Becca has put on that Discord. It's wonderful. She's done a marvelous job. Not
that's
kidding.
Right.
And I mean, that's what this is all about, the positive thing, because we see that poor kid in an interrogation room having a touch of a knee, and then not letting him see his mom, and then telling him lies, feeding him lies, just everything, all that rotten part is what sticks in people's heads.
If you tell us the truth, we can help you. That's basically trying to give him an out. That's getting, if you tell us the truth, then we'll help you. So the Wayne does that, and then they screw him royally and go, oh no, you're not going home now, Brendan. You know,
right? So So we want to. I think what we want to do is take that vision of poor Brendan and see him as he is today. A wonderful, big-hearted person who loves his family, who needs to be home, who's grown into a man, and make whatever we can. Like,
I know, but it's hard.
And gives him the money so he has a little extra here and there, and sending cards and being just me and Becca being a voice to say, do this every week. I think it's successful because it makes, and Brendan being a part of this makes me so happy. I just can't tell you that he named this and that, that he's a part of it. It just makes me happy, so I can't do nothing about getting him outside to talk about him. And Lord knows I can duck. So
but that's how it started with Stephen. That's how it all started with Stephen.
Yeah.
Somebody had watched that, told somebody else, they told somebody else, they told somebody else, and then before you know it, it was number 1 in the UK on the watch list and stuff like that. You know what I mean? If Dan channels and things like that, like this, where people like me that I've got no chance in hope in hell of ever being able to go over there and actually do something or anything like that. But we can come on here, we can voice our opinions, we can voice our anger, we can voice our disgust. You know what I mean? And then Brendan can see it when he comes out and be like, oh my God, she's for Scotland and she was backing me. You know what I mean? And that will give him so much of a boost that it's unbelievable. And I'm quite happy to be involved in it.
I'm like I say, I think Brendan supporters are like the best. There's so much love from people that support Brendan. You know what I mean? They make you be a better person. Like Becca always makes me be. She's made me be a better person. People that I have met in the supporting group have made me be a better person. You know what I mean? And I feel good doing just anything I can. I like me and Michelle were saying, I don't think I do enough. She says she feels the same way. And Becca, who I see do so much all the time, every single day, from the time she wakes up until she gets home from work, and then some. And I'm sure she probably feels she don't do enough. You probably feel, everybody does, but you know what? We're talking about him. you're from Scotland. We're talking about it. We talked to Sean. We talked to people all around the United States. We talked to people all around the whole world. And that's all we got to keep doing. That's what Laura and Steve said. Keep talking about it. Keep his name out there. That's what we got to do. We got to do it. And Becca does it every week, 2 or 3 times a week. She's got something going on for Brendan. So that's something I wanted to announce too. Kind of going to get off subject a little bit here. Discord, I made a room for make Brendan's day or make a better day or something for Brendan. It's something about better Brendan. And take suggestions. I know we'll take suggestions of things you'd like to see Brendan have or do, or activity or something we could do on a podcast, or if you want to be a guest or anything that is going to make life better for Brendan. That's the place in that Discord you can do it. So please feel free to use that. Write what you think in there. We're always open for ideas, right, Becca?
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. And make almost anything work. So
yep, we can
if
we will do
something positive and that will help Brendan, then absolutely. I'm always on board for it,
Yep, me too. So yes, please join the Discord.
Your sandwich looked delicious the other day there, Becca.
The what?
Yeah, the sandwiches look great.
Oh yeah. That was a good sandwich. I'm not gonna lie. Like
it looked it.
Yeah, it's been a while since because I've had like a French dip type sandwich, so I was kind of like, this is actually really good.
And it was delicious.
Yeah, no, I've been enjoying the food event.
Right, exactly. Yeah, and I'm thinking about, well, my Halloween costume tomorrow, I'll probably say free Brendan Dassey on my face somewhere or something, like I said, you can just do little things. Write it on your car when it's dirty. Free Brendan Dassey, write it on somebody else's car that's dirty.
That's the one thing that I really like. There's always I always feel like there's always an opportunity to somehow support.
Yeah.
Whether you're going to like a event of some sort or a concert or like every time I travel anywhere, I always have like free Brendan on my car somewhere, whether it's in the back seat or where people can see it. Like that's just like I feel like if everyone takes like a moment to be like, what can I do today to spread awareness and just even the smallest way,
100%. I agree.
But yeah, that's why I was actually gonna eventually one of these days I was gonna make this into something.
Oh yes, for the rally.
I was planning on taking this to the rally, but then the rally just never happened, and then I've been dragging my feet a lot lately on things. But like this is one of those things that
I don't see it. I don't see you dragging your feet so quickly.
Oh, I drag my feet.
You're dragging your feet. Okay, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh, there's Michelle. Hi, Michelle.
Hi, Michelle.
And Mandy Cole. Got to say hi to her too. Hello. I could show my face now. I forgot I was off camera. Hey, I just keep talking. Don't even notice about the screen or nothing. I just looked at that.
This is for Rhonda and that. This is what I'm drinking, Rhonda.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Rose.
That's a good brand. That's a good brand.
Yeah, it's rosé. I've not had cider for years, like since I was 15 or something like that. And I don't like wine because it all tastes like vinegar. But I seen that and I thought, well, that's maybe a mixture of the two. And I was like,
I like Barefoot.
I got a bottle and it was actually quite nice. So I got myself another couple for tonight.
Yeah. So like I used to be gluten free and that was one of the things that I could drink. Oh, water. Yeah.
Water or coffee.
I have
a drink. Yep.
Arizona iced tea tonight.
Iced tea. Exactly. Oh, Paul Ward, yes, when he says about, Mr. Helly, who has got flames redder than this, kind of look like behind me there, waiting for him. Special place in hell for Kelly. Oh, Kelly, I'll tell you that right now. When I found that out, Paul, that broke my heart so bad that for a week I was down. Allie Apperson was calling me and making sure I was okay because I found out that they lied to Brendan about his.
Oh, yeah.
that.
Aye, that was disgusting.
That
was
hit me so hard. I still can't even think about it. It makes me just sick to my stomach that they would lie about a young kid. Ugh.
Yeah.
I mean, there's special help for all them kind of people, you know, and how they sleep at night. I don't know. Yeah, like Clark would say, "Fine in my bed."
It's the fact that he was working for the. It's not even that. It's the fact that what he was doing was helping the prosecution, not helping Brendan. You know what I mean? That case should have been flung out. It should have been flung out when they found out that his first lawyer was a relative of Teresa Hallback. They should have flung that case out then and there, because that guy waived his mandatory something or other. It's some sort of right that he's entitled to take.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning. And even Butin had said
to Kaczynski.
In Illusion of Justice, Butin had told Kaczynski about him doing this hearing, and that his first lawyer completely bypassed this hearing that he was entitled to, and he said, I'll look into it, and he never done anything about it. So that ended up falling through the waistline, and Brendan couldn't do anything about that. That was nasty.
Well, the thing that just drives me crazy is if you're asking for a new lawyer because you think your lawyer thinks you're guilty, and you're asking for a new one, and then the judge says, I don't see the relevance of this. I was like, boom. My mind was like, you're kidding me. You can't answer.
No, and that was the kind of the problem with the whole situation, is that they're trying this kid as an adult, making this kid go through adult situations, and what 16-year-olds would be able to stand up for himself in court by himself.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the whole entire thing was just built to fail him. And that's the part about it that absolutely, honestly, like, disgusts me about the whole thing.
Yep.
Is that not only do you have this person who's going through this horrific ordeal, much less a kid, but, like, there was no relief for him anywhere, as far as in the legal system or his lawyers or the judge or anything. Like, all he had really was his family at the time.
Right. And what do you think?
He would have thought that he could have
how like a regular person's gonna know enough about court stuff, you know what I mean? So, like,
no,
it's just like the whole entire thing just was built to fail him, and that's what really, honestly, it was like watching somebody continuously get manipulated.
Yep.
And that's what really upsets me.
I agree.
I mean, in my opinion, that Wayne didn't know what a lawyer was apart from what he's seen on TV.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's nothing like that. It's nothing like that in real life. So that's probably what he would have been expecting to happen. And it didn't happen. And then when he actually got up the courage to tell the judge that he didn't want Kaczynski either,
right?
Then the judge slapped that back in his face, saying, "Well, I don't see the reason why your lawyer's trying to help you, and you can see that the Wayne didn't want to."
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's like,
exactly. But
as an adult, you would be able to say, like, "Look, I don't want this guy."
The guy's eyes. Fuck him. Get him out of here. Oops, sorry. You know, I don't like the color of his eyes. It don't matter. You don't like your lawyer. Your lawyer thinks you're guilty. You have the right to get a new lawyer. So why they denied that? Totally wrong. First of all, any decent prosecutor wouldn't have touched this case on Brendan at all. He would have said, nope, throw it away, put that kid back in school, leave him alone. Boy, you got a lot of explaining to do to me, you guys. You guys need to be off of here. You don't know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? They're just, any decent prosecutor would not have touched it. But there was a plan against that family for some reason. It's stupid. It's no
that douchebag Kratz hasn't got a decent bone in his body.
He sweats. He's just dirty. They're all dirty. I don't care. Anybody who had anything to do with this case and has not tried to make it right or came back and said that You're all guilty. You're all guilty. And I hope you have to meet somebody and talk to them, because what I see of you is not humanity at all. And you are in the wrong profession. If you're trying to seek justice and truth, you are doing nothing of that. Nothing of it. And that's why Gov Evers has to do the right thing. Got to.
But to be honest, I don't think he's going to do anything until he finds out what's happening with Stephen.
Yeah, it's a sad case.
That's my honest opinion. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. He's going to wait to see what happens with Stephen, and then he's going to make a decision. Because if Stephen gets found innocent, then Brendan's innocent. Because everybody can see that question was coerced. 250 different experts came forward in Brendan's name and said that was coerced. His fucking confessions getting used to tell people.
Yes, good point.
You know what I mean? His confessions get for what not to do. For what not to do, but yet they convicted him on what he did.
Yep.
Oh,
and that has always been my thing about that.
Angry, it really does. It boils my blood. It really does boil my blood. You know what I mean? Oh, she's froze again.
Poor Linda.
She'll not like this one. The move something. She'll not like that one.
Yeah. But yeah, that's why now recent not that it's happened recently, but like I don't know, it's just like the thought of anyone trying to manipulate or hurt Brendan now really like upsets me, like almost like on the same level as when I was watching all of that. Like
I can't believe that there are still people out there that are saying that he's guilty. It boggles my brain. You know, it really boggles my brain to think that people out there still believe that Wayne is guilty of anything. You know what I mean? I really don't understand. I really don't understand that. I really don't. And
I don't either.
Freaking annoys me.
Becca, you got a question from Paul Ward?
Yes, I have. I got an email yesterday. Yeah. And he's been calling, I believe, is he back to calling you on normal schedule, Barb? Because I don't think he's off of
Brendan will be calling her tomorrow. That's great.
I don't think he's off of quarantine yet.
I pray every day for that. I mean,
I hope so too, because like I know that's like an added misery to.
Right, he can't talk to his family.
All of this.
Especially his mother. Mark, please let him know that we love him and we are going to stay here and fight till that. You know.
Yeah, so that's one of the things I've been really praying hard for, is that eventually they get off of quarantine and, you know, next to him going home, but because I know that it's an added hardship to him emotionally, because like he needs his family, you know.
Oh yeah.
And it's really hard for anybody to go through something like this without having that
support of their family, right? With the support of their family, and they're a supportive family. Like I said, support. As a supporter, my rule is you support the person and you support the whole family. Bobby, Scott, Earl, every single person you support. Otherwise, to me, you're not a supporter. You can't have two things.
The fact that he's made it very clear on multiple occasions to multiple different people, if you hurt his family, you're like hurting him.
Hurt him. Yeah, and I don't want to hurt Brendan. Never.
Yeah,
Never
if you
Yeah. So that's a good, that, you know, Becca, I think I'll say that from now on if I ever come across somebody, because I haven't for a very long time, because everybody knows how Linda feels. You don't talk shit about the family to Linda. She'll go off. It's just me.
No, people know that about me too.
Right.
Actually, I just found out a few people.
Oh, my friend Allie. Say hi, Allie. And T1 joined too now.
Hi, Allie.
Yep. You have to be a supporter of the whole thing and see the corruption and, you know, see what really is going on. And everybody dives down them rabbit holes. It's an interesting thing to do. I did it for a long time, you know, and I still jump on them things and, you know, what's going on. And maybe this did happen. And because we are all speculating, and you can do that, you know, but it boils down to the justice of that state that is not being met for their juvenile offenders or non-offenders in Brendan's case. You know, they're just, the justice system just stinks. It's not doing anything.
There's too many coincidences.
Yeah. It is.
Yeah, there's just too many. It's all right to say, oh, one's a typo, or one's a misspelling, or it's just, it was a trainee, they just didn't do it properly. You know what I mean? You can only use the excuses so many times. And the more and more you dig into this case, both the cases, you can see the corruption a mile away. So anybody that can't see that, I've got their blinkers on and need to take them fucking off, because it's nonsense. Right. It's all nonsense. And all the lies that are coming out of their mouth and everything like that. But what we call that is, we call them gobshites, because it's nothing but shite that comes out their mouth. So they're a bunch of gobshites, every single one of them.
I like that word, by the way.
They need a spanner to fix them.
I like that word. I have an Irish friend who says that word a lot too, and I don't know why, but even no matter what the context, it like makes my heart smile a little bit hearing it.
Because it's true. If you talk a lot of shit, you're a gobshite.
Yeah. I don't know why. It's just one of those words that I'm like, oh, I love that word.
Yeah. Like when I talk to Sean and I go, what's up, Bill?
I was like, Linda likes it when we say spanner.
Yes, spanner.
Wait, what?
Spanner.
Banner?
Yeah, the blue people have
what
spanner.
You call a wrench.
Yeah.
We call it a spanner.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what I say. We got a bunch of spanners.
When I got my first one, I was putting, I got my first spanner, and everybody's like, what's a fucking spanner? I'm like, okay, sorry, it's a wrench.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is for Allie. It's a dragon for you. Yep, T1. It's that dragon K listening. Not really. Barb says, hope to meet everyone someday. Yes. You know what? That memory of meeting Barb will forever be something for me. I will treasure that. To me, that's one of the greatest moments in my life, actually. So, you know, to be able to look at his mom and say, I don't know your pain. I don't, you know, but I can imagine I'm a mom and I'm here for you. Whatever I can do, you know. That made me feel good, you know. So puff, not poof.
That's that. I mean, my son's just a couple of years younger than what Brendan is. I mean, my son's 28 in December. You know, so they're quite close in age, and it's just mystifying. It really is. I mean, there's no words that can describe what's happened to Brendan. And I mean, I keep calling him the way he's a fully grown man, but I relate it to being a mum myself and it being my kid, you know, and it's just, hard. And I mean, I know we say we've got to think him now. He's a fully grown man. He's an adult and everything like that. Sometimes it's hard because he was a 16-year-old kid when this happened to him.
You know,
So
Brendan
it's hard
doesn't
not
even-
to still see him as that 16-year-old kid, you know?
Right. That's what we and Beck are trying to do, make people realize that he's a grown man now, you know. But it also is that
Aye.
oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh my gosh, what was I thinking? Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Totally went away.
That's
Yeah,
all
but
right. That's
right
all
out of my
right.
head. I don't know what I was gonna say. I don't. Not at all.
No, we were just saying about
Sorry.
how close in age and things like that, and how it's hard not to have him
Oh, yeah.
thinking of him as being still that 16-year-old kid, you know, and it is hard, and that's why you'll hear me saying Dwayne or something like that, you know what I mean? Because it's hard to get him out of that and see him as the fully grown man, because it happened to him when he was a kid,
Right.
you know. But this is
it
what
came
this
into
kind of
my head.
thing's good for, to get him out there.
Yeah, I remember now what I was going to say is that Brendan doesn't, I don't think Brendan, maybe he doesn't know the change that he's made in a world, in the world.
Oh.
Brendan has touched
Aye.
so many hearts and
I
so
think he
many
does now.
thoughts. And, you know, when I didn't realize how much support there was myself being in supporting until I went to the rally and I seen that flag that went across the whole front of the courthouse with all the flags of everywhere, you know, all the states and the countries. And it was just amazing to me. So Brendan's making change. What Governor Evers needs to do is make Brendan's change even more and to help more and let Brendan out, make that positive change and turn that wrong right. You know, now is the time. It is right now. Not political suicide, political growth. Okay, for the whole state, you know, and they have no idea what him doing that would do. Not just let Brendan free and be able to be with his family, but it would open up change for so much, you know. I want it so bad for, you know, we all do. Oh, T1 the class clown. Never heard Scott before.
I know, I've seen that. Meow.
Yep. When he comes home, he will be a 16-year-old. Yeah, I believe that, because they say that that's what you know. I do remember hearing that. I think it was Carla and Stacy I was talking to. There is, you know, aunt or cousin or whatever they are, but they said that Stephen, when he got out, he still was kind of like this young kid, wants to go out a little bit and do this and do that. You know what I mean? And I still think of Brendan. What does he know? The last thing he's seen and last thing he's done out in the world, he was a 16-year-old kid. So
I know.
you kind of get stuck in that spot, I would think, you know?
Oh, yeah. Aye, definitely. Yeah. I mean, you can hear that when he still talks about Pokemon and WrestleMania. And stuff like that, you know what I mean? I used to watch WrestleMania when I was a kid, you know what I mean? And to hear Brendan talking about WrestleMania, but it was the older ones with me, it was like Hulk Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior and stuff like that, you know what I mean?
Mad if I was Brendan. I would be mad. I'm just like, maybe kind of got 20/20 vision on it, you know, thinking about it, but I don't know how he stays so positive and so upbeat. And I remember in my first letter I got back from, I was like, oh my gosh. And he writes so clearly and so adult-like, and he just tells you everything. He gives you plenty to write back about. You know that? Aye. I mean, don't you think that he gives you plenty to write back about?
Well, I've started writing a letter. Yeah. I've started writing a letter. I've started writing a letter to him. So I'm having trouble with my hands again. So I was going to type it, but it's more personal if you write it. But I'm having trouble with my right hand again. So I'm trying to get the letter done so that I can get it written out and sent to him before I can't write anymore, you know. So but it's in the works, so hopefully it'll be on its way soon. So
that's great. how long did it take me? And I finally did it, and I feel so good about it. But I explained to Brendan that I'm not the best at writing all the time because, you know, I'm just not a very good letter writer, but I will write him as, you know, I just sent out another one, you know. It's not that I don't think of them, and because I do every single day. And like, you know, I wake up and I think of my family, and I think of Brendan as part of my family, and what am I going to do today? You know, like Becca says, what are you going to do today to give awareness to Brendan? You know what I mean? I wear my Avery jacket like this so much that I need a new one. You know, I got to get me a Brendan Dassey t-shirt. I have to. Either that or I'm going to go out and make my own free Brendan Dassey.
Well, I've actually thought about that. I have just with the cost of shipping and things like that. I've thought about just going and getting one designed myself. Free Brendan and Stephen, you know, Brendan on the front and Stephen on the back, or vice versa, you know. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I'll bust out my speak and spell on a piece of paper. You get a floating pen, you can do it for me. I have to go in with the correction eraser all the time. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. That's all they wanted because of the 36 million. That's just so hard to comprehend that they would do. You know,
the fact that they would rope a 16-year-old laddie into it just because they knew that he was with Stephen at some certain point of the night. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous, disgusting, and unfathomable. It really is. It really is. And it's no fair. He shouldn't be in there. So they need to open the gates and let him out.
Right. What is up for next week on Be Brendan Brave? Oh, she left. No, Linda, pay attention to the screen.
What's going on? What?
Oh, I was just wondering what was up for the upcoming Be Brendan Brave.
Yeah, Be Brendan Brave is Halloween themed. So anything Halloween themed, costumes, decorations, anything you want to show him Halloweeny. And
it's easy to do.
Yeah, and then the pumpkin carving thing is still going on. That's not going to end until November 1st because I know a lot of people don't carve their pumpkins until the night before Halloween. So,
maybe I'll send friends pumpkin. And
I'll carve it. I know a few people who actually told me that they were going to try to do that tonight and tomorrow. You know, those are the two themes. And of course, you know, if you don't celebrate Halloween or anything like that, or you just don't have anything going on because, you know, you don't have kids or whatever, always a positive comment or anything like that. I do know he's been getting, in his email yesterday, he told me he got, 30 Halloween cards so far?
Oh, good.
Yeah, and he got 230 something birthday cards.
You beat it by 30. Woo!
Yeah, so which is amazing. So you know, and I always say better late than never. So if you were planning on sending a birthday card, still do it. If you were planning on sending a Halloween card, still do it. You know, like. It's not necessarily the fact that it got there on the holiday or birthday. It's just that it did get there eventually.
Yep.
And Barb, yes, I did. That was a really nice pumpkin. She posted a really nice pumpkin that she carved.
The Brendan Dassey one. I've seen that. That was brilliant.
Yeah. I'm going over to my friend. That's actually going to be close to the pumpkin I'm going to be painting tonight while I'm watching SmackDown. So I still have 2 more pumpkins to try to get out.
Oh, is that still gone?
Huh?
Is that still gone? SmackDown.
SmackDown? Yes, that's my Friday night ritual.
It's been a long time since I've watched SmackDown.
I don't know what that is.
Because Daniel Bryan, my favorite wrestler.
Oh, wrestling.
He's on, SmackDown's wrestling. He's on SmackDown.
Right.
So,
right.
You're teaching me about Pokemon.
No, mine was like the Hulk Hogan days. Warrior and things like that. And I liked it when The Rock was in it as well.
Yeah, I used to watch it when I was younger. I used to watch it back when The Undertaker was big.
You want to know when I watched it? Vern Gagne. The Claw.
The Claw. Yeah.
The Claw. Yeah.
I mean,
I used to watch The Undertaker, and then he had the guy that followed him around with the urn, and he would. I loved that as a kid. Like, I thought that was awesome. But
that's about where I go on wrestling. Now you got these whatever John, whoever that big bulky guys that are good looking and all that. I don't know, The Rock. Yeah, The Rock.
The Rock. Well, John Cena doesn't wrestle anymore, but there's oh shoot, what's his name?
John Cena. Who's that?
John Cena is one of Brendan's favorite wrestlers.
I could see. Well, I have a good point of view.
That was pretty big. Yeah, he was pretty big before Brendan went in, so I think that's why. But I know he watches SmackDown because every once in a while, we'll email about that.
Look, I know about as much about SmackDown as I do Vikings football, okay? I know nothing about it. I can't stand football. I can't stand any kind of sport.
I could talk all night about wrestling if you really wanted me.
Years ago, I could have sat up with you all night and talked about it, but no, now I couldn't even tell you who's in it now.
I don't have no clue. I learned this stuff through. I do know. Now I'm going to try to say it right. Brendan's favorite Pokemon is Muse.
Mew.
Yay, I did it right.
One of them. He does have like a list of his favorite Pokemon, but Mew is one of the ones on that list. Yeah.
It's cute. Mew is cute. I'm like, oh, that's so
I got him as a tattoo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool. I wanted to get a dragonfly for a tattoo. And then I would put free Brendan Dassey, but he's going to be free, so I don't want to have that on my head forever.
But like, I was always grown up to taught you never put another man's name on your body unless he's your son.
Yeah, I don't put no names
on my
body.
True. That's true.
That's kind of like where
I got my son there, and that was my first tattoo. And it's my son's name that's on it. He drew it for me, and it's his name that's on it. And it's the only one you put on your arm is your son's name.
Yeah,
I got a like a nature scene on my calf of my leg. It's still got to be colored, but it's got a butterfly on it, which is like my sign. And then there's a spot for a dragonfly that is started, and then a flower. So it's about this big on my leg, but it's not done.
Right. Yeah,
that's where my dragonfly is.
Well, I've got on the right hand side, I've got a dragon and a tiger, and it's like the tiger's jumping out, and the dragon's wrapped round the tiger, and it's like a yin and yang thing.
Right.
You know? And then I've got a tiger on the top of my left arm. So I've got wee bits of space left. I want to get filled, but I'm not sure with what yet. So
it's gonna be. My first daughter's name is Christina. It's going to say Christina, then a vine that goes down to Georgia, and another A that goes down to Layla, another A that goes down to Elise. So it's going to be and they're all girls, but my two girls and then my daughter's two girls, and they're all going to be joined together with, Ivy. So from the A's, Christina, Georgia, Layla, and then Elise, the last one. That's what I'm going to have done here. But that's like my last tattoo. Because when you get old, your tattoos kind of sag down to. I don't know if that's true, but it's just a joke, ongoing joke. But I don't know if that's true. But
I think the next tattoo I want to get, I've been considering doing the dragonfly. I got the Mew basically to represent Brendan.
I have a dragonfly on her leg. Is it on her leg or her arm where she was in Ma'am and she had a tattoo done?
Barb's tattoo was Justin for Brendan was it on your leg or your upper thigh or?
I just remember that, and that's where I heard about dragonflies being Brendan's symbol.
Yeah.
And that's when he says he almost could touch one, you know. And then I see people posting them, and you know, I never really looked at a dragonfly, but they're really kind of pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
I don't
like different colors and stuff. I never really looked at it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm just very like for me, tattoos my personal thing is that tattoos should represent me.
right. That's what I think.
And while Brendan is a big part of my life, I want something that more like would be like me.
Like me.
I don't
Definitely.
me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Definitely.
That's what you're art for you, who should represent what you are. That's why I said like butterfly and
so, like, that's why I got the Pokemon, because it's like I love Pokemon. And Mew is one of his favorite Pokemon, so like that kind of.
You did a pumpkin with Mew on it, didn't you? A pumpkin. You did a pumpkin with Mew.
A lot, yeah. Last year, I believe I did a pumpkin with Mew on it.
That's cool. That's really cool.
Yeah, I'll have to find that picture.
T1 saying, ouch, I hear tattoos hurt. No thanks. Yeah, they don't hurt. You maybe start feeling it after maybe 4.5 hours, 5 hours. Then you start feeling it. But no.
I have one that's right here, right?
And there's sensitive spots.
Yeah, right here.
I'm losing it again.
That was where it hurt the most.
Come
like
on.
Right here on my collarbone. Like that one, and this was like a 5-hour tattoo too. So
I didn't get
by the time it got to a certain point though, the whole area went numb.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's nice.
The tiger there, and it wrapped all around the body.
Mm-hmm.
I'll actually put a picture up in one of the rooms, because I mean that cost me £300. That one done, but it meant something because I like my crystals and my tarots and things like that, and it's the Chinese yin and yang.
Yeah.
So rather than get the normal black and white yin and yang sign, I thought, no, that's I love tigers, I like dragons, so it was ideal. So
yeah, I do want to get another tattoo. I just don't know what.
Oh, you just make me want to go get him when we talk about him, because I got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I got lots more space.
Yeah, I think I have.
They say once you start, you don't stop.
Yeah, I think I have like 6 or 7. My worst tattoo, now that we're talking about it, my worst tattoo is this one.
This way. There you go.
Is this one? It's a finger fly.
Right.
A finger what?
It's a finger butterfly.
Oh, it's a finger and a butterfly.
Yeah, it's a finger butterfly.
Looks like a worm on a finger.
I was 18 and stupid.
Well, my first tattoo, you didn't even see it, but see that? It's a heart. It's a heart.
Yeah.
Okay, I did it myself. Indian ink and a needle.
No, I was 18 and my friend we were smoking the Mary Jane, and my friend was doodling that, and I was like, I'm gonna get that tattooed on me. And then
you did.
That was a lesson. Yeah.
That's the only tattoo that I really
want. I bet it was.
Yeah, that's like but it honestly though, like this one, the guy who did it, he later went on to like win some award, a tattoo award. Oh, cool. And then he talked about it in an interview about his most weirdest tattoo. So I was like, that's cool.
Yeah. Well, I heard Las Vegas is a great place to get a tattoo. Go to Las Vegas and get a tattoo is what I heard. They got good tattooers out there, but I ain't going to Vegas for that. I've been there once, don't want to go again anyway. But but I've seen a lot of we got this guy. It's just he doesn't even have his own shop, but he can do one of those tattoos where the butterfly's like off of your skin. It looks like you can go pick it up. I mean, literally looks like you can go pick it up. And a face, he will do your face to a T. It looks, I mean, identical. He is that good. He's a Native American, and he is really, he should get his own shop. I mean, he would make a lot of money. He's so good. But, you know, well, boy, we should all go get a tattoo for Brendan. That's the new Brendan.
Yeah. That's the Brendan Brave. The tattoos for Brendan.
You get the licky sticky. Stick that sucker on there. You can draw your own.
No, but that's actually like a good, like, in a way though, Linda, that's actually like a good idea. We should find a way to do temporary tattoos.
Oh, that, yeah, you could do it easy.
To people, and then people can put them on them, and then take a picture of them, and then and then send the picture back. So we should think about that for real. Like, that's actually a really good idea.
You did something right today.
There we go. I wonder how that would work. Like, we should seriously consider doing that.
Yeah, hey, you know, they got tattoos you can buy at the dollar store. Tons of them. You know what I mean? You can also take copyright paper and, you know, do it the way the tattooers do it.
Yeah, Linda.
I got some ideas. Woo woo! Watch out, the light's gonna go. It's gonna go out soon, so be careful. Linda's working on a low budget here, so light's gonna go. Woo.
No, I like that idea. But see, like, well, everyone's gonna go out there and get temporary tattoos. I'm gonna go out and get a real one, though.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And Barb said she said, "Okay, I'm in." We're going to get real tattoos.
Actually, you know what? Let's do that, Linda. Let's do like a tattoo date, okay?
Sure. Will you lay down, please? You want to come on film? Come here. Say hi to people. Say hi. Say hi. You see everybody? Hey. She's like, leave me alone. She wants to be on my lap. Like Ozzy Osbourne quote, if you want to be different, don't get one. Huh.
If you want to, yeah. Well.
Invite you what? On here? Allie, you want to come on? You want to come on here, or invite you to go get a tattoo?
We should do a live when we're all getting a tattoo.
I'll do it live because I go to sleep during a tattoo.
Wait, do you really?
I've fallen asleep during one. Oh, tattoo day? Okay, yeah.
No, because the person's always talking to me, and they're always like, why are you getting this one? What's it represent? What is it for? And I'm like, don't talk to me. Just do the thing.
Yeah, just don't talk to me. I had a guy that was really a heavy hand when he did my, let me tell you what, that's what was going on my leg, and I'm going, He was trying to make me do, you know, move or whatever. I'm like, I said, boy, you got a heavy hand. Did you learn how to do that on an orange or leather? Because he was really digging in, really bad. But you know, it was only hurt for the first couple pokes. Or if you get like, I had a little bubble right here on this fat part of my arm, that hurt really bad. But the rest didn't, you know. My legs didn't hurt, my back didn't hurt. Stomach I heard is painful, but I'm not into doing my stomach. It's what would I do on on my stomach because it's that big. So I could do a whale stomach, but I wouldn't get no tattoo on it. No.
My horns and my dragon go just up over the shoulder there at the bone, and that was a wee bit tender. But other than that, the rest of it was fine.
Yeah.
But once you start, it's hard to stop.
Huh?
But once you start getting a tattoo, it's hard to stop.
Oh, I know. They're literally addicting. They really are.
Yeah, once you get one, you
know what tattoo I would get? A dragonfly dragon.
Oh, that'd be cool. Dragonfly dragon. Copyright that.
Yeah.
It belongs to you.
I'll have to draw that or something and then go and try to get that.
Yeah.
I would do a dragonfly dragon just like I would do a fingerfly.
I don't know what I would do. I'm sure I'll get something. I don't know. Low budget Linda, you betcha. Low budget Linda Productions is what it usually is. Right now, we're on Better Becca budget. We're on a Better Budget Becca show.
Better Becca budget broadcast.
There you go. We got the BBBB, and then you got the LLBP. Say that 500 times. This always turns into a laugh fest or off onto something else. I don't know. Squirrel on a train.
Yeah, right.
Squirrel on a train. I'm telling you.
Slightly better production. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. Slightly better, because it's not the best internet.
Well, I do better
Slightly
than I
better Productions, SBPP.
Yeah. Ma'am life across my belly. Hot, right? Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that
Like
one.
mom to most girls. Mom life. Would that be funny?
So,
That would be kind of funny. Or well, unless you're in London, because they don't say mom, they say mum, so it'd be MUM. But that would look too much like mom life.
And if you're big Glasgow, you say ma.
You could put MFMF on you. That's murder friends.
Or ma.
or man fam.
MFM.
Man fam tramp stamp.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. What's that stand for, honey? Or you could make this show called Mom or something like that. Mom, it's about these two girls, and one's a mom, and she takes her shirt down. There's a picture of her on her back, and she goes, "Look, honey, either way we do it, you'll be looking me in the eyes."
Oh my god.
Yep, that came out of my mouth. Yep, I said it. Oops, sorry. Okay. All right. I can see this going sideways, sourly, very fast.
Yeah, we're getting Mom fam midnight hour here.
Tomorrow we'll be on live. Halloween special. And feel free, we'll be putting out a link. You can come on here let's show Brendan some costumes, some faces, whatever. I'm going to look different than a red dragon tomorrow. I'm going to put a little effort into it. So we'll see how it turns out. I know Becca is going to too. I'm sure, Alice, if you're around, you can come on and join. 5 o'clock tomorrow. And also 2 o'clock Central, I will be on Standing with Convictions YouTube channel. And then foul play at 4 o'clock and us at 5. Boy, I'm a busy person tomorrow.
Yeah. I will demand Linda.
Not really. I just kind of weed my way in there. Hey guys, I want to talk.
Well, thanks for having me on and letting me ramble.
Anytime. Now we're free dates. We need some more people to sign up.
Yeah.
Do so in Discord.
Yeah, if anybody wants to be a part of a live, let us know.
Yep. You don't have to show your face, but we like to see you smile. You know. Thanks, everybody.
Right.
I'm so happy to be doing this.
Thanks, everyone in chat.
Love you all.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.